I don't know about you guys and your experience, but one of the worst things for me about being a bachelor was laundry day. I would usually wait until that one last pair of pants could stand up in the kitchen by itself, make mac and cheese. I could carry on a conversation with it before finally, it was usually like on a Sunday, and I would go ahead and load everything up and spend all day at the laundromat doing load after load of clothing. There was only one thing that I liked about doing laundry, and that is when you get a pile of clothes out of the dryer, just jamming your face into it and just smelling that fresh, clean, laundered linen. So it's easy to see the association with fresh clothes is a positive, good one. And so it's easy to understand then that there are fragrances out there that smell like freshly laundered clothes or fresh linens. So that's what we're talking about today. I've got 7 of such fragrances that I've not really featured together yet on my channel. So I'm looking forward to doing this video. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'll be right back with your list. Welcome back, everyone. Tommy with Studio Sense here. If you don't already know, if you're a brand new visitor, thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that every YouTuber says. And the reason we say it repetitively is there are so many people that watch videos that don't subscribe. There are benefits to subscription. Today, I'm going to prove that because I'm going to do a giveaway of a full bottle of fragrance. So subscribe. If you aren't subscribed and you don't like the video and you don't comment, you will lose out on winning this full bottle. I'm going to give you guys more details about that here in just a bit. But first, I would like to talk about fresh laundry, fresh linens, and the fragrances that we know and love that carry that kind of tonal quality. There again, jamming my face into a pile of freshly laundered clothes is such a common experience that actually laundry fresh fragrance has become kind of a subtopic or subgenre, subheading, whatever subway. So you're dressed, your clothes are fresh and clean. However, even if you use 5 to 10 dryer sheets of Bounce in the dryer, it's unlikely that your clothes are going to leave a really nice fresh scent trail. Your clothes may smell good to you, but unless someone jams their nose right up on your collarbone or something, they're probably not going to be able to smell your clothes at all. So what if you could create a scent trail that smells like that freshly aromatic laundered clothing or fresh linens? The 7 colognes that we're talking about today will absolutely do that for you. The very first one is the epitome of an oldie is a goodie. I think it was like 89 when it came out. It is Aspen by cont'd. Even as it's an older fragrance, Aspen is timeless because it's one of those fresh, clean, soapy, sudsy scent profiles that has gotten a lot of attention. Aspen is one of those old school fragrances similar to the original Hugo Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, that is just timeless. It's a timeless classic and is in fact responsible for inspiring the creation of quite a few fragrances that have gone on to be really popular. That open of bergamot, mint, and lemon is so refreshing. You've got lavender and vetiver in the heart, amber and oak moss in the base. It's really one of those formulas integral to the evolution of men's fragrance down to our day. The next fragrance that will give you a freshly laundered or fresh linen kind of scent trail is written into the name of the fragrance. It's by English Laundry, and it is Riviera. If you haven't tried Riviera out, there are a ton of English Laundry fragrances out there, and if you go to any rack store, you're likely to see some either in the clearance section or some where it shouldn't be, you know, where socks are because somebody wanted to buy them and decided against it when they got closer to the counter and they dropped it where it doesn't belong. Riviera is just a fresh blue fragrance with a little bit of spice in it, but there's enough soapy oomph within the blue of the fragrance, spice and herbal effects that give it a very fresh, clean linen laundry kind of quality about it. What can I say? It's aptly named, it's blue, so you know it's going to be fresh, and it actually performs really well for a relatively cheap fragrance. One of the best releases in 2020, in my estimation, is actually one by Missoni. It is Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave is a fresh aquatic blue fragrance. It's been compared to Chanel Allure Sport, Versace Man, kind of a combination of those two. But what I really like about this is the way that it uses the effect of a modern blue fragrance and aquatic, but it also has kind of this astringent, clean, laundered, soapy fresh kind of sensation to it. It literally reminds me of the best part of laundry day, jamming my face into freshly laundered clothes. Be like, they're all done. They're all clean. Not only is Missoni Wave an epic laundry fresh fragrance, look at that presentation. You've got a magnetic cap. You've got this really cool fat little Buddha bottle that I really like. It's like a little Buddha belly. Rub it for good luck. It's just a great all-around fragrance, and it's inexpensive now that it's been out for a few years and everyone is getting to know it. It's just a really affable, all-around great daily wear scent, but especially if you want to leave that laundry fresh scent trail. Similar to English Laundry, another fragrance house that produces a ton of fragrances, that makes it kind of confusing as to what's going to be good and what's going to be, you know, scummy dross to shove to the side and not spend money on, is the house of Mercedes-Benz. I can tell you in a heartbeat what's good and what's not. Not going to go into that, that's another video, but you can count on, if you want soapy, fresh, clean, fresh laundered feeling and smell, you can definitely count on Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. Just think of the Mercedes-Benz logo and the color blue, and that's Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. Pear leaf, geranium, oak moss, amber, patchouli. You've got that modern aroma chemical, ambroxan, that adds to the longevity. And it also has something that it's an Armani Code Absolute, and that is ambrette seed. Really like this one. It's a casual wear fragrance, but the whole laundry fresh is done so well that it's just got a bit of dressed up, refined masculinity to it. And it's one of the more really likable Mercedes-Benz fragrances. I call it a freshly pressed shirt in a bottle. So if you go to an online discounter or you go to a rack store and you see a ton of Mercedes-Benz fragrances and you're not sure which to get, but you see Mercedes-Benz Man Intense among them, that's the one. But don't confuse it with Mercedes-Benz Intense. That's a completely altogether different fragrance. Not necessarily bad, definitely not as good as this one. The next cologne that will give you a freshly laundered scent trail is not going to come as a surprise because it is by Jean-Paul Gaultier, the guy who likes to wear striped shirts that look like they're clean anyway. And that is Lamal On Board. This guy right here. If you've not tried Lamal On Board and you're reticent about the whole Lamal line because there are so many, again, like Mercedes-Benz, there's so many to choose from. They all kind of blend in one with the other. On Board is a great place to start. It's a super fresh take on the Lamal DNA. I mean, it's got kind of more modernized. The lavender isn't like super over the top. It doesn't have that necessarily bubblegum sweetness about it. It's a little bit more mature, a little bit more toned down version of Lamal and Ultramal, and I really enjoy it. And best of all, it reminds me of a freshly laundered striped white shirt or white and blue shirt. As I mentioned Hugo Boss earlier, and this is one of the better in the Boss bottled line, but I think it's more underappreciated. People don't talk about it a lot, understandably because there are so many, but I really like Boss Bottled Infinite. Infinite has always been my Hugo Boss bar soap to me. It's always been the soapy, fresh out of the shower gel, like laundry clean, like feeling and overall quality about the fragrance. And I think that's what it was intended or designed to do. Each of the Boss bottled fragrances has kind of a take on masculinity, and this one is all about the fresh and all about the clean. What's the longevity? It's infinite. It's never ending. It's everlasting. While I can't say the longevity is infinite, while it's there, it's really nice, and the projection is really good. The longevity is about average for a Hugo Boss fragrance, and that is to say, 6 to 7 hours, something like that, which is pretty good. The last of the 7 of our colognes that will create a fantastic, freshly laundered scent trail is actually one that I've not talked about on my channel. I actually used a product, a face cream, I think it was, or like eye serum or something, from a company called Particle. I had ordered the cream, got it, used it, really liked it, forgot about it. But I ran across their website and saw an ad for a fragrance that they've created. What happened to my voice? Hello, boys and girls. Mickey Mouse here. So I reached out to Particle, told them that I've tried their stuff and liked it and was curious about the fragrance. And so they were nice enough to send me a bottle to give away for you guys. So that's what we're going to give away today, is a brand new bottle of Particle Gravite. The first time I said this on my channel, I kind of embarrassed myself. I was like, Gravite. Why do they call it Gravite? Gravity by Particle. What's it all about? What does it smell like? I'm happy to say that I really enjoy this. Now, the only thing about this fragrance that I would caution you on, if you go to the website and you read about it, they call it a 12-hour fragrance. Although I really enjoy the scent profile, and I think it's one of the better laundry fresh detergent kind of soapy, sudsy, clean fragrances that I've smelled in a while. It is an EDP concentration, so it does have good longevity. I wouldn't even bring it up if it weren't on the website as being 12 hours. So if you get 12 hours out of it, fantastic. I wouldn't be super shocked or anything. But for me, It's around 6 to 8. Anyway, having said that, you've got bergamot, grapefruit, pepper, and rosemary in the open. You've got papyrus, cashmere, you've got apple and nutmeg in the heart, with a base of musk, cedar, vetiver, and ambergris, or ambroxan. Sound like a good fragrance? It actually is. I was quite surprised at how much I liked it. Now, it reminds me in the open specifically very much of Sauvage, okay? So it's got a very much like a Sauvage kind of quality about it. I don't think it's a clone at all. I think they did the smart thing and they took really popular fragrances like Sauvage, Acqua di Gio, Invictus, and they kind of created a formula that was pretty much a well-rounded amalgamation of all of those, and that's what Particle Gravity is. Smells really good, really fresh. There isn't anything super unique about it. This is a great office-friendly fragrance. It's very, again, it's very soapy, fresh, clean, and for me, reminds me of freshly laundered clothes more than anything else. So that's why we are going to be giving a brand new bottle away. It is a 100 ml bottle as an EDP concentration. So if you're interested in winning Gravity by Particle, all you have to do, just like I said in the beginning, is make sure you're subscribed to Studio Sense, this channel, like this video, comment on this video. In your comment, tell me what your favorite Laundry Fresh fragrance is. That's it, and you will be entered to win. Also, give me a follow on Instagram. I do my scent of the day. Give me a follow on that as well, and you will be entered to win Gravity by Particle. Well, that's it for my 7 fragrances that will give you a laundry fresh kind of scent trail or sillage or bubble. These fragrances are all about the super clean. The one great thing about them that they all have in common. Condom? Make sure to bring a condom with your fragrance because, guys, you're getting laid tonight. They're all panty droppers. The one thing that they all have in common, not condom, is that they are really inexpensive, okay? So probably the most expensive is going to be this guy right here. In no uncertain terms, they're all very, very affordable. To me, that's one of my favorite things is finding fragrances that are cheap yet are really, really good. Like the quality exceeds the cost. And that's the find, that's the gem. So all of these 7 soapy, freshly laundered fragrances remind me of the best of being clean. Guys, if you want to win Particle's Gravity, which is a really strong contender in the soapy, fresh linen, laundry fresh clean category, all you gotta do is make sure you're subscribed to my channel, make sure you like this video, give me a follow on Instagram for the scent of the day, and give me a comment on what your favorite laundry fresh fragrance is. And that's it. You're entered to win. And in about, I'll give it a good week, 10 days, and we will announce the winner. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by, checking out today's video, and looking over my verbal gaffes there, my pun blunders. As always, thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.